Hello and welcome back to Organic Cardboard. My name is Owen Kniep, and man, today I've got a sweet new game and that I've been highly anticipating since I saw it, I think a couple months ago coming out. This is from Stonemeier Games. This is Apiary. Apiary is like it's got a brand new designer. So this is the first game that she has designed. This is Connie Vogelmann, and it is a worker placement, like I don't know, like an action kind of what am I trying to say? Basically, every game you're gonna have like all of these different little hive spots that your workers can go to. Your workers kind of evolve, they age, and eventually they hibernate and go away. The theme of it's that you're space bees that have like taken over the world, I guess. Humans killed themselves or something, you know, something happened and the bees rose up and they became spacefaring bees, and so they're trying to go and spread their colonies across the vastness of space, I guess. So yeah, it's got some really neat looking mechanisms with it. You've got like several different directions you can go in to score points. It's one of those kind of, I don't know if point salad is the word, but there's a lot of avenues to go in for points, and it just looks really neat. It looks like it's going to be a unique game every time you play it. There's like game-breaking abilities that you're gaining as you go and kind of evolve your colony as you go out, and it's just, you know, most points wins at the end. Now this also has artwork by Quancha Moria, which is one of my favorite artists that I've had so far. I think I only have two games that they've done before. That's the two Trolls games by Lucky Duck, In the Hall of the Mountain King and the Fall of the Mountain King, and it's just cool looking art. It's kind of edgy without like, not, I guess edgy in the literal sense. Like there's a lot of kind of sharpness to the way that things are drawn on it. Really pretty, really well done. So looking forward to it. I was waiting to open this. I got this last night and I didn't have time to do a video for it, so I've been eagerly waiting to actually get this guy cracked open. So let's go ahead and start taking a look at it here. See if I can get it centered right. So Stonemeier Games announced this, I think it was a couple months ago. And Stonemeier does this thing where they don't tend to crowdsource any funding. They just produce games now, which is really nice. So when you hear about a game, a lot of times it's coming out pretty quick, which is really cool. They kind of drop stuff. They try to release a lot of stuff every year. I think they release at least a couple games a year. And this just looks like it's going to be neat. I'm going to scoot this camera down just a bit so that we can get a little bit better of a look, and I don't have to just zoom in on my editing later. Yeah, Connie Vogelmann, I actually read some of her designer diary stuff that she did for the game. And it's neat, you know. It's like she's talking about the whole process of going through making a game, and it's just neat to get that perspective from somebody. All right, so this is what we got in the top. Looks like rules. Got Automa. Of course, of Stonemeier, you got to have an Automa, which is really nice. So yeah, a lot of these little honeycomb kind of hexes for all your placements, extra point scoring, in-game scoring, and in-game scoring. It's just neat. There's 3 different avenues that you get to go in as far as like the types of structures. Like there's kind of like a farming structure and other ones that beef you up in different ways, let you change out points. So this is like a Euro game. And a lot of iconography here. Just kind of flip through all of these cardboard tokens. Yeah, so it looks like maybe the blue ones are like upgrading workers. The green ones are your farm tiles. The red ones, again, are probably something to do with point scoring or some other, yeah, it looks like a, well, yeah. Just some other ways to exchange resources for things that you might need. But yeah, it's cool. There's so there's 4 different worker bees that you use in this game. 4 different. Everybody's got their own color. There's each one has a level from 1 to 4, and so as you play and you're doing your like bringing your bees back and stuff, they'll upgrade to their next level and they'll be able to do more powerful things. But then after they're at like level 4, where they're doing the most powerful things, next thing they're going to do is hibernate. One of the ways that the game ends, I know, is that you like end up losing all of your workers once they've all gone away. That's an in-game scoring thing that happens. I can't remember what. There's another one. It might be when all of the space tiles are out. I can't remember. So let's take a look at the board here. Okay, I don't know if I can. Yeah, I think I can fit most of that where I've got it zoomed in. So yeah, you got the section for, again, all those different color tiles. You have farm, recruit, and development. You got just different ways to manipulate your bees. There's going to be these carved tiles in the middle here that are going to be like extra point scoring tiles. You've got this exploration that you'll be doing over here, where you can go find, I guess, new planets. And each of those is going to have like special tokens that show up on it for the resources that you need. There's research cards that you'll use as well. That'll give you kind of special abilities or in-game points and things that can kind of be used, you know, like once, use them up kind of thing. Okay, so is there a second side to this board? So there is a second side. So this is we were just looking at the 4 to 5 player board. This is the 1 to 3 player board. So a little less carved tiles, maybe a little less exploration tiles. Yeah, it looks like. So everything's just a little tighter for a smaller game. But I'm really looking forward to getting this game out. When I heard about it, I'm a really big fan of Honeybuzz, which is a very different game, but another Euro game with some quirky mechanics. And this is just kind of like a right up the alley, I guess. Honeybuzz is before the bees got super intelligent and ended up becoming spacefaring bees. So we've got some player aids here. 5 player aids. This does go 1 to 5 players, so you got ones for everybody. We got little spots for, it looks like, for everything to set into. I don't know how well this insert's going to do. A lot of the times they make these inserts with a bunch of these spaces, and then you just kind of fit it how it looks best for you. There is not a you know, like how to place back kind of thing in here, to like a guide to show you how to put it back in, which is unfortunate. I always wish they'd put those in more often. You know, I've been doing a lot of unboxing videos here lately, and so I apologize. I don't want you to think this is just an unboxing channel, but I have had a lot of new games come in lately, so I've been trying to unbox them when I can. Okay, so these are some of the I think these are just spaces that you can kind of add onto, I guess, your own spaceship, and then fill them up with hexes later on. These are actually really thin cards. These aren't cardboard, whereas the other ones, I didn't even pop out a token. We can kind of feel they're cardboard. It's you know, standard kind of thickness cardboard here. Yeah, nothing special, nothing bad. Seems like it'll do its job, more or less. But these are, yeah, just thin, maybe just to make it easier to fit into the box. I don't know why they didn't go with cardboard for these ones as well. But whatever, they're just cards basically for those different little hive sections. So we've got all the resources here. These are all wooden resources, which, you know, water is pretty obvious. And then we got you got some little honey flowers and some, I think this is maybe beeswax or resin or something, these little chunky bits. And then these squiggles probably have to do with some kind of farming or something. I'm not sure exactly. Looks like you got probably different cubes for player pieces and some other little honey pot looking shaped wooden pieces as well. So we won't worry about getting those all out. That's just kind of standard fare for wooden pieces. Now these are the cool little bees. We'll take a closer look at these. And it looks like they gave, I'm not sure what this goes to, but they did give a little floating stand for somebody here. I see one bee that looks different. This is the queen bee. I don't know if this is the first player token or something. Not sure. But you got kind of a neat little polygonal miniature here for this kind of queen bee looking character. It's got big rocket ships or rocket launchers there on the back of it, so it can fly through space. Can you believe that? Okay, I'm not going to do too many bee puns here today. So these are these do have a wash on them. Let's see if the upper camera can focus on those. They do have a wash on them. They look nice. They feel good. They're kind of soft plastic. But each one of these bees has a numbering system on it. So you can kind of see is that one? Yeah, so it goes from 1, whoops. Goes from 1 to 2, 3, and 4. You just keep the number that it's on up top. This thing keeps focusing on my face. Hey, focus on that. Yeah. Pretty neat though. Just little bee rocket ship looking guys. Look like they're just blasting off in a cube or something. You got five different colors for all the different players that you're going to be playing with. Okay, so they did give you a few extra bags. This is kind of nice. They gave you like a little tray that pops out. So I guess you could just use that to hold whatever resources or something that you might need. Nothing too fancy. Not as nice as their little trays that they throw into Wingspan. There is nothing on the bottom here. So we're about done already. We're just going to rip open this pack of cards and take a look at some of these. Especially since I don't have to worry about spoilers on this game. I've been doing a lot of like kind of campaigny game stuff, or at least a couple of them recently that I've been worried about spoilers. Yeah, so these, let's see, I'll just do these on the front cam real quick. Just some basic kind of cards with instructions for things that are going to involve like, well, these actually look like maybe references, or Automa cards is probably what they are. So some instructionals for those, and then these are like all of the research cards or whatever they are. So they just have different abilities to do things where they're probably like exchanging resources, and you can plant these too. That's why they have these little seeds all over them. There's a way to plant them, and I guess you either get to continue to use them or it allows you to use them for end game scoring points. I think that's what it is. Yeah, there's end game scoring points if you plant them. Yeah, these are slightly nicer cards. They do have that kind of sort of linen finish to them. I don't know if they're actually full-on linen or not. Not quite as good as like Wingspan's cards, but still good quality as you would expect from Stonemeier Games. So I think that's actually about it. Not too many components, just a fair amount of like cardboard tiles and hexes and things I'm gonna have to sort out and put together in this insert. Just on appearance, looks like it's going to be pretty adequate. So you probably don't have to worry about, like making your own insert. I don't know if they're going to be planning to have like expansions for this game or not, or if that's going to cause any issue with how it fits. But it looks just on first glance, this is not a game trays insert, but on first glance it looks like it's going to be fairly adequate for what you need. So I'm really looking forward to getting this game out. That's why I wanted to hurry up and just get it open on camera. But guys, if you have not seen Apiary, I would suggest to go check it out. I think this is going to be probably one of the hot games, especially as it's releasing right now, and it looks neat. I'm probably going to do a review of this pretty soon once I get some playthroughs of it. But yeah, really looking forward to it. But I think that is about all I have to say for today for this unboxing of Apiary. So yeah, again, really looking, I keep saying it, really looking forward to getting this game out. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, you can always give a couple of those free clicks on the screen. It really helps support out channels like mine, and I really appreciate it when you do. But as always, do what is right for you. And until next time, guys, I hope you all are having a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you on the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.